Be up, guys. I'm back again. Back again, my second stream of the day. And yeah, it's the Buzz one. And it's a transfer deadline day special stream. I'll be on here till at least probably 8 o'clock at least to talk about these deals that are happening or have happened after when the window closes. We'll still be discussing them maybe. There's any late deals that have happened, and there's been quite a few actually that have gone on into the final hour or so of this. And of course, we have also let another player go off on loan, and that's Frank Onyeka. Of course, there's been a lot of talk about that. Coventry has signed him from us on an initial loan deal. So he's there. He's gone there. So yeah, it looks like we are getting a lot of players out, but we're not getting anyone else in the Bees, I'm afraid. By the looks of it, anyway, unless there's a late deal that something comes up, but it looks like we're not going to. The thing is, we should. I think there's still, we could have got some other players, especially defenders, where we really need it in defence, but still, we only signed one, which ended up being Kaya Furo, the only player we signed in the end from Club Bruges, young striker, 18. But he looks like the only one, and we haven't even played him yet, so we don't know if he's actually really any good or not. But we will find out at some stage, I'm sure. But yeah, there's plenty going on, and I'll bring this article up, of course, with it all on Sky. I'm hoping to have at least one special guest on, which will probably be Luca. Hopefully, he will be on at some stage during this stream. So that will happen at some stage. But anyway, I'll bring this up. And there are the sort of stories of the window so far, the big stories. AC Milan's move for Jean-Philippe Mateta, he's off. After further medical checks this afternoon, Juventus are monitoring the situation. So he could still leave, but possibly go to Juventus instead. That's if they come in with an offer. Jürgen Strand Larsen has completed his Crystal Palace medical, and the club is finalising paperwork ahead of a £48 million move from Wolves, despite Mateta's failed transfer. So he's still going there. He could still be playing with Mateta up front if he ends up not going anywhere. So it could work out quite well for Palace, let's be honest. They have two strikers the price of one, really. That might help them. Palace, they're a bit, in a bit bad form at the moment. Yeah, okay, they did get a draw with Forest in the end the other day. Yesterday, 1-1. So, but not in the best of form. Palace have submitted a £20 million bid for Everton winger Dwight McNeil. Another good player, Dwight McNeil. Always rated him. I always thought he could play for England. I really do, but unfortunately he's never been considered for England. I don't think anyway. But yeah, another very good player. So, Palace could get a good one there. 20 million. He's a very good player. Don't know whether Everton want to keep him. Who knows? If they really want to keep him there, he probably won't go, but we'll see. Jeremy Jacquet's £60 million move to Liverpool in the summer is set to be confirmed as the player undergoes a medical in England. So, yeah, that's obviously the summer. Why we're talking about it now, I don't know. Because it's obviously not happening now in this window. Arsenal are actively looking for a Mikel Merino replacement. according to manager Mikel Arteta. Nottingham Forest has seen a third bid for Celtic midfielder Arne Engels, worth £25 million, rejected. Calvin Phillips is set to move to Sheffield United on loan from Man City. So he's still playing, he's still there, but Calvin Phillips, sort of the forgotten man really at the moment, but he's still around. He of course used to be playing for England, as we all know, and it's been sort of forgotten really. But he's going to move to Sheffield United on loan from Man City. Axel Disasi is undergoing a West Ham medical ahead of a loan move from Chelsea. So, yeah. Another decent player, I thought, Disasi. I always thought he looked pretty good, what I see of him. But they're putting him out on loan. So, that's another good one for West Ham. You know, it might help keep them up. You never know. Newcastle have had no approach from Arsenal for Sandro Tonali, despite a report by Sky Germany this morning. Wolves are giving medicals to two players today, Angel Gomez and Adam Armstrong. Well, they need players, let's be honest, Wolves. They need something to help them, but I still don't think it's going to be enough to keep them up, sadly. Unfortunately for them. Fulham's deal to sign PSV Eindhoven striker Ricardo Pepi is off. The Dutch club couldn't find a replacement, so it's not happening. Spurs are likely to beat Arsenal to signing 18-year-old Heart striker James Wilson. Well, another Wilson, eh? Not Harry Wilson. I thought we were after at one stage, but that don't seem to be happening now either. So we're not after him anymore by the looks of it. Palace winger joins Stoke. Stoke CEO Crystal Palace forward Jesuran Raksaki on loan till the end of the season. The 23-year-old winger, who has played 6 times in the Premier League for the Eagles, helped Sheffield United reach the Championship playoff final last term by scoring 7 goals in 22 starts. And I didn't know anything about this one. Celtic close to agreeing loan for Brentford defender. No, I didn't know anything about this one. This is a first for me. 8 minutes ago, this was. Latest from Sky Sports News, Anthony Joseph and Niall Thomas. Celtic are close to agreeing a loan deal for Brentford centre-back Benjamin Arthur, who I very much rate. And I'm surprised we're letting him go off on loan, to be honest, but maybe they feel he's not needed, but I don't know. Strange one. It's understood the clubs are still to sort out some details before any move for the England under-20 international 20 can be sanctioned. If a deal can be struck, it could pave the way for Celtic Stephen Welsh to move to Motherwell on loan. Yeah, another one we're letting go on loan, eh? Benjamin Arthur. I really didn't think that. Just hold on 1 minute, guys. I've just got to do something quickly. I'll be back soon. Just quickly read this. Yeah, we got Luca. Will be coming on just on way home. No worries, mate. It's fine. No rush. Take your time, mate. It's fine. I'm defo coming on. Yeah, no worries, man. It's cool. See you very soon, mate. No worries. Yeah, I'll just quickly go and. No, it's fine, mate. Yeah, no. I know you're obviously travelling, so don't worry about it. It's cool. Just get on when you can. Yeah, it's cool, mate. No worries. So anyway, I will just quickly go and just sort this out, and I'll be back very soon, guys. Very soon, okay? Cheers. Yeah, big up, guys. Sorry about that. I'm back anyway. Yeah, yeah. So there we go. I was surprised about Benjamin Arthur going off on loan. I thought he was going to play some part here for us, but obviously, no. We're letting a hell of a lot of players go off on loan. I just hope we have got enough to, if needed. I suppose we can always bring them back from the loans, but yeah, I'm a bit surprised, really. Yeah, so um, just trying to see what else. Um, yes, as I already mentioned, Onyeka has joined commentary online from us as well. Frank Onyeka has joined commentary on an initial loan from Brentford. The deal will become permanent if Coventry win promotion from the Championship. The midfielder has played 9 times for Brentford this season. Tonali agent denies Arsenal offer. Latest on Sky in Italy and Sky Sports News, Keith Downey. Sandro Tonali's agent, Giuseppe Rizzo, insists he has not offered the Newcastle midfielder to Arsenal. There have been conflicting reports today that claim the agent offered Tonali to Arsenal and one that says Newcastle rejected an approach from the club. Sky Sports News understands Newcastle have had no approach from Arsenal for Tonali. And Tonali's agent Rizzo has told Sky in Italy today, Newcastle won't let Sandro go in January. We never spoke with Arsenal about this opportunity. Asked about any interest in Tonali from Juventus, Rizzo said, it's not the right moment to talk. And there's also the countdown. There's just 41 minutes, 21 seconds. Of course, yes, another one has left Chelsea. Latest from Sky Sports News, Domesh Seth and Vinny O'Connor. George completes Everton medical. Chelsea winger Tyreek George has completed his Everton medical. The 19-year-old is finalising an initial loan, which includes an option to buy. A very good young player, I thought. Looks very good. Very exciting. Be a good one for Everton now, I think. Yeah, if he does well, they will obviously contemplate buying him, I should think. Spurs midfielder Abbott joins Mansfield. No, hold up. Strand Larsen deal still on despite Mateta's foul move. Yes, as already mentioned. Yes, so obviously that one I mentioned as well. Palace make £20 million bid for Everton winger McNeil. Be a good signing if they get him. Be a very good signing. Do rate him, but he's a very good player. Yep. So that's sort of all the news at the moment. It's obviously still going on. There's still time for a few deals to happen, and we will see. Obviously, if anything does happen between now and 7. Yeah, so they're the main stories at the moment. So obviously one comment from Luca there. For me, we failed to sign anyone, not end of world, but we kind of short. January window these days are dead. Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't know. Some have got some good players in, as we know. I think the City getting Mark Gahey was a masterstroke. When other teams were after him, especially Liverpool, even Arsenal, maybe at one stage were after Mark Gahey. That would have been amazing. That would have been an incredible deal. Then again, Arsenal got great defence anyway, you would say. So did they really need Gahey? City, I think that sort of upgrades their defence, getting him. But they are still leaking goals, they're 2-2 with Spurs, so it's not exactly helped yet, has it? Yeah, that Tonali rumour blew up for 10 minutes. Never was going to happen. There was cover. Choices could have got news. Is Saudi window open? I guess it is. I don't know. Man City one window. Yeah, I would say. Possibly, you're possibly right there, Luca. Do you think we beat Chelsea tomorrow? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Chelsea are doing some good deals. They're on a good run at the moment. I mean, somehow Rossini's getting them playing well somehow and getting results. So I really thought he was going to struggle coming in, but I don't know. He's doing really well there. A bit surprising, really. He has surprised me, Liam Rossini. So I don't know, Luca. That could be a tough one, mate. I don't know. You could slip up there, possibly. I think you could slip up there a bit there, buddy, to be honest. Could have got Goretzka or Neves, yeah. Yeah. Both would have been good signings. They really would have been. I think maybe draw, yeah, it's possible. Possible, but I mean, if you slip up there, if you lose there, I don't know. It's going to be hard because you've got Man City could still catch you. It's going to be very hard. You got us soon. Well, you never know what we're going to do, Luca, because who'd have thought we'd beat Aston Villa, mate? So it could be a possible way we might beat you, even I know it's at the G-Tech, and you think we've got a chance. But it is Arsenal, and could we cause a surprise, an upset there? I'd like to think so, but we haven't beat you since that time we come up that season, the first game. So it's probably due at some stage. It's a hard one to call. It's interesting week, Chelsea, Sunderland home. Of course, we haven't got Kevin Sharder now for a while. 3 games, so probably missing for the Arsenal game. No doubt. But then again, we still got Ratara, who's great quality, scored that decisive goal against Villa. When Thiago turns up again, he's going to be tough to do anything with when he does. And then, of course, we have still got a few other good ones. Damsgaard, you can't forget him, Lewis Potter. We may put that young striker in, Kaya Fiuro. He may get a game at some stage. So, if we beat Sunderland, Liverpool, do us favour, 9 clear. Yeah, Sunderland won't be easy, you know. That won't be easy. Very good team, Sunderland. I know we beat them 3-0, but yeah, I'm not saying that's straightforward for you lot, to be honest. I really don't think it's straightforward. I mean, Xhaka want to prove a point, I'm sure. We have to beat Sunderland, yeah. Yeah, you probably do, mate, but I don't know. Chelsea's going to be really tough. Sunderland you could still slip up there. I mean, I still think I don't think we're going to be any pushovers. Yes, you beat us 2-0 in that last one at the Emirates, but we really didn't turn up in that game. We just didn't turn up, to be honest. And to be honest, I think we went there looking to just not be walloped, basically, and just come away with a 1 or 2-0 defeat, possibly. And that's what happened. But you never know. We could do something against you at home. That could happen. Right, let's try and refresh this, see if there's anything else. Yeah, so they've let a few go there, Chelsea. Sarr, George, Disasi, Jacare. Mamadou Sarr has been recalled from his loan. Oh, right. Recalled from his loan at Strasbourg and will be with Chelsea squad from tomorrow. He could be involved at Wolves on Saturday. Tariq George's loan to Everton includes a very significant option price. Axel Disasi's move to West Ham could collapse because of the defender's demands. There's passed the medical, but has already seen proposed moves to Spurs, Bournemouth, and other clubs fall through in previous windows in similar circumstances. So he probably wants a lot. He's a bit greedy, by the looks of this. Getting a bit greedy, this bloke. Jeremy Jacquet had a last-minute change of heart and chose Liverpool because he's likely to play more there, especially as Chelsea were recalling Sarr. Chelsea were willing to match everything in the deal. Celtic signed forward Adamu online. Celtic has signed Junior Adamu on loan from SC Freiburg until the end of the season. Celtic have an option to buy a 24-year-old forward who has been capped 9 times by his country. He has made 29 appearances for Freiburg this season, scoring 2 goals, including against Bologna in the Europa League. Yeah. These are pretty much all the ones I've already mentioned. Deadline day countdown now 30 minutes, 53 seconds. These are all the ones I think we've already mentioned. Let's see if there's any more. there's something new coming through. Oh, right, it's this Carragher's mentioning about Strand Larsen. Strand Larsen will bench Mateta. Jamie Carragher said, I think he's a good player, hence why there's been so much interest in him. People are not buying him based on this season's performances. He's playing for a really poor team and he's not been playing a lot of late. He's been on the substitutes bench a lot. I think the club wants to move him on and bring some money in. I watched him last season and he looked like not a real top striker, but certainly a striker you wouldn't associate with playing at the bottom. He can certainly play for a team on the middle of the league. The big thing that stands out from last season is the goals, non-penalty goals. To score 14 goals with no penalties, that takes some going. If Strand Larsen comes in, I think Mateta will be on the bench. I don't think Crystal Palace are the type of team that play with two strikers. They like those two number 10s, a big part of their system. Would be interesting to see them two going at it. They would be a handful. Mateta has it's gone off. Sorry, guys. They would be a handful. Mateta, for how much of a handful he is, his hold up is absolutely fantastic. He does miss a lot of big chances. And Matt O'Reilly has returned to Brighton. Brighton have confirmed that Matt O'Reilly has returned to the club from Marseille. The midfielder's loan spell at the French club has been ended early. Sky Sports News reported yesterday that an agreement has been reached between the clubs. So that's the latest. Nothing much else at the moment. Breaking news. Right, breaking news. Mateta to AC Milan off. What next for Palace striker? Well, there we go. That deal's off altogether. So Mateta stays at Palace. Yeah, so anyway, guys, there's still time. There's about half an hour to go. Let's see if there's any big deals that happen between now and 7. And once it's closed, we'll obviously discuss, who made the best signings, who's improved their squads and teams with the best sort of players that have come in. Obviously, we'll be discussing that. Hopefully, I'll have my guest Luca on by then to go through a lot of it. See what he thinks about Arsenal, with those signings they made. If that's improved them, that gives them a real chance to win the Premier. Obviously, other teams like City have made some good signings, some big signings. Liverpool made some decent, really good signings, you would say, as well. Like Ekitike. Ekitike has been a really good signing for them. He really has. But they have struggled this season. It hasn't been that great for Liverpool, to be honest. So, other teams, well, I think other teams have had to strengthen, like West Ham, to avoid the drop. Maybe they've made some good signings, you would say, as well, and still doing that. Still actively, trying to sign others, but before the end of the window, before the window closes. There's a lot of deals going on, a lot of business to be done. It's still happening. Hasn't been that boring, you could say, the January window. It's there's a few good deals have happened. So it's actually been pretty good. I want to see if anyone else has got any streams for the transfer window. Just have a look on here. There is a few others with doing streams. Leicester City doing one there. Leicester City fan. Leicester City fan FC fan channel. There's some things going on. Crystal Palace, Eagle-Eyed Football, he's doing one. Yeah, well, quite a few other streams going on at the moment. So, I thought I might be nearly the only one doing this one, but there is quite a few streams happening deadline day one. So, quite a few happening there. Quite a few going on. Let's see if there's any more news. Not really. Not much there. No more new deals yet. As I say, it definitely looks like we're not going to be doing any more. Anything now, it's all players going out for us. All just outgoings, loans mainly at the moment of our players. It's a shame really because I just feel we could have done with one or two more. I feel maybe in the defensive area, possibly a little bit more, another striker or midfielder possibly. I feel we needed some more strengthening, but saying that, I think we should be okay. I mean, we're definitely going to be safe. We're not relegation strugglers. Whether we're finished top 10 is another matter. I don't know. Still seventh at the moment. That's probably about right, or a bit lower maybe for the B. So definitely nothing much else at the moment happening. Yeah, not much going on at the moment. Of course, there's also a match on today as well. Was it 8 o'clock? I think kickoff. Burnley, is it? I think Burnley are playing. Yeah, it's Sunderland and Burnley, of course. Yeah, Sunderland versus Burnley, 8 o'clock kickoff. So it should be a pretty good game. Yeah, there's certainly not much else going on at the moment. But if anything does come through, obviously I will say it about it. Yeah. I'll be keeping tabs on all these deals. If anything actually happens with any more new deals, then we will discuss it. Just 1 minute, guys. Be back very soon. Just got to do something, look into something. We'll be back soon. So there's only really this as well now. Villa winger Inning Jr. heads out on loan again.
Aston Villa winger Samuel Enning Jr. has returned from his loan at West Bromwich Albion and joined Pisa until the end of the season. Enning Jr. has been a regular for Albion, making 24 appearances this season, but he has struggled to settle. Having previously played for Juventus and Bologna, he has been keen for a return to Italy. Now he's swapping a relegation battle in the Championship for one in Serie A, with Pisa second bottom in the table and 4 points from safety. Yeah, so not that much happening now. As we come to how many minutes? Not long, it's 6:45. So not long to go now before the window shuts. 14 minutes, 21 seconds. Not long to go, guys, before the window shuts. Yeah, we'll definitely discuss when it shuts who's had the best of this window. As I think Luke has already mentioned, probably City have had a really great window. They've got the best players, but then again, well, Arsenal made some great signings too, and looks like they'll probably possibly win the Premier. But who knows? You never know with Arsenal; they could still bottle it, as they always seem to. With that fraud in charge, Arteta, you can never rule that out, I'm afraid. Yeah, so obviously the window shuts at 7 here, but at 11 p.m. in Scotland, so they can still do plenty of deals between now and 11. So they could still do a few deals now in Scotland. Um, Please keep following me on Insta at Mr. B for Life 182 and subscribe to Mr. B Hive Football Chat. Please keep smashing those likes and keep subbing if you're new. You guys, please, many thanks. I'm still on 205 subs. So please get that going up. Get that up to 250, my next milestone. It seems a long way off at the moment. But yeah, you can keep your support coming. That means a lot. Much appreciated, guys. Yeah. So just waiting on my guest as well at the moment. He's due to come on. Whether he does, I don't know, but we'll see. Hopefully he will. Yeah, so just 10 minutes left, guys. 10 minutes to go. No deadline day signing for Arsenal. I think it's safe to say that there will not be a deadline day signing for Arsenal. So who were they talking to in the last few hours? We know for certain now it wasn't Sandro Tonali. It's as you were at Arsenal, Mikel Arteta, unable to replace Mikel Merino. Will there be any last minute deals here, guys? Let's see. Let's see if there's any surprises that come up. 8 minutes to go. That time is still counting down, guys. Not long left. 7 minutes. So, will Dominic Szoboszlai sign a new deal at Liverpool? He's been their player of the season, that's for sure. He says his future is not in my hands. His talks continue with Liverpool over a new contract. So, who knows? Maybe he could be on the move. Juventus have made an inquiry over Everton striker Beto as well. Fulham have reached PSV's asking price with a third and final offer for Ricardo Pepi, but it looks like that's not happening now. It may have fell through. Chelsea made an offer of 30 million euros, 26 million for Nantes defender Tylal Tati. FC Nantes rejected the initial approach on Lear Quip. No rush on Liverpool's Xhaka deal. Liverpool don't have to get the deal for Jeremy Jacquet done by the 7 p.m. deadline. This is ultimately a deal that will go through when the summer window opens. Well, obviously, yeah. What he has been doing this afternoon is undergoing a medical before finalising that deal. Another one, Chelsea defender has left Chelsea. He's joined Strasbourg on loan. That's Chelsea defender Aaron Anselmino has joined League One club Strasbourg on loan for the remainder of the season. Anselmino spent the first half of the campaign with Borussia Dortmund, making 10 appearances in all competitions before being recalled from the Bundesliga side. Just 3 minutes to go. Yeah, just 3 minutes to go, guys. So could anything still happen? Now 2 minutes left. Good news, guys. I've actually got another sub. So I'm up to 206. Many thanks to Chris Whiteman, new subscriber to my channel. Many thanks for that, Chris. Hope you can carry on, keep watching as much as you can. And, got a lot of great content going on. Keep bringing new content out. Many thanks to you, Chris, for obviously subscribing. And that's great. Brilliant to get another sub. While I've been doing this stream, I've actually got another sub. So, brilliant. And here we go. 21 seconds. Coming up to the final countdown. There we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's closed. Deadline day window has shut. Transfer window slammed shut, guys.
That's it for another transfer window. Yeah, nothing else much. Everton have accepted Palace's bid for McNeil. Crystal Palace's £20 million bid for Dwight McNeil has been accepted by Everton. A deal sheet has been submitted. So let's go through the done deals in this transfer window. Obviously, we're going to stay just really with the Premier. Premier League ins and outs. Look at Arsenal transfers in. None. Out. None. Or is this? No, sorry, there are players out. Yeah, Blackburn and Osman Kamara to Blackburn undisclosed. Alexander Zinchenko to Ajax, of course, undisclosed. Louis Copley to Crawley on loan. Of course, Ethan Ranieri, Marseille on loan. Maldini Kakuri, Grimsby on loan. Aston Villa transfers in Tammy Abraham from Besiktas, 18.2 million. Was that a bit of a surprise? But, well, of course, he used to play for Villa. I never really thought much of the guy, but could be a good one. Who knows? Alisson, another Alisson, this time from Gremio, 10 million. Brian Maggio from Metz, undisclosed. Of course, Leon Bailey from Roma, loan recall. And Douglas Luiz, actually former player, of course, Juventus on loan. Out, Samuel Inning Jr. to Pisa on loan. Ben Brogio, Falkirk on loan. Jamaldine Jimo Aloba, West Brom loan. Evan Gusan, Crystal Palace on loan. Aidan Borland to Swindon on loan. Seal Swinkles to Chesterfield on loan. Daniel Marlin, surprisingly, gone to Roma on loan with £21.6 million obligation to buy. That's a real surprise. Always rated him, Daniel Marlin. I think he's a very good player. Surprised he's out on loan. Finley Munro to Middlesbrough undisclosed. Kane Taylor to Oldham on loan. And Yasin Ozcan to Besiktas on loan. Bournemouth transfers in. Fraser Forster, unattached, free. Still a decent keeper. Could be good for them. Alex Toff, Ferenc Faros, 13 million. They always seem to do decent business, Bournemouth, replacing some of their good players that they always seem to sell. And similar to us, really. It's our kind of method of buying and selling. Yeah, mate, I can see you there, Luca. Don't worry, I'm going to bring you on. Just bring you on now. But, yeah, I'll get back to that in a little while because, obviously, Luca's waiting, Arsenal fan, and we'll talk about what he thinks of his window because it's not too great.
really. Although they did buy a lot of good players recently before this. So let's find out from him, the man himself. Be up to you guys.
Hey, big up, man. How you been?
Yeah, cool, man. Cool.
Thanks for having me on, man.
Yeah, no worries, man. So
Yeah,
what
I'm
do you
good.
make? What do you make of your window?
I think for me, look, if you have a look at the transfer window, because I know a few results in the Premier League. Of course, we drew to Forest, we drew to Liverpool, lost shockingly at home to Manchester United. It's been a good weekend for Arsenal. The Bees stunned the Villains, of
Yay!
course,
Come on.
which was a great
Yeah.
result. And I was very surprised. I thought Brentford done really, really well defensively as a collective, as a team, managed to hang on very well. But it's been a good weekend. City dropped points, which I was a bit surprised, and Tottenham weren't even trying in majority in that first half.
You were
Could have
cheering
been
on Spurs, weren't you? Were you cheering on Spurs, Luca?
sort of, yeah, sort of. But no, but the thing is, look, I think it was a great result for us, for Arsenal, and we're 6 points clear. We just need to keep doing our thing. But talking about the transfer window, for me, I'm not completely mad about it. Of course, obviously the news, what we saw after the Leeds game, surprisingly news, which I think was broken on Saturday night or yesterday, that Mika Moreno is going to miss majority of the season, and he has a bit of a foot surgery.
You're not going for Tonali after all, then?
No, I think that Tonali news was just a joke. This Italian journalist, Pelletini or whatever his name is, right? Everybody, internet went exploded after 10 minutes of breaking news, and people started to believe in it. I never thought it was going to happen. And look, Tonali, it was never going to happen, Mr. B, because one, why would he get in our team? Don't get me wrong, I think he's a fantastic player and would be in, and Tonali will take you levels with Arsenal, because Zubimendi, we've got Zubimendi, Rice, and now I know Odegaard's obviously. I've started to lose interest in Odegaard, and I think since Kai Havertz is now played in that number 10 role, Mikel Arteta is obviously starting to like the look and role of Kai Havertz. And I look at now these games coming up. Of course, we've got Chelsea. We need to get the job done tomorrow night. That's going to be a tough game, and then of course we've got the weekend against Sunderland at home. So I do think, with the transfer window, I'm not completely mad about it, but it would have been nice, of course. Obviously, there was a few mentioned names today about this Tonali rumour. It wasn't going to happen. He wouldn't get in our team for this season. In the summer, you can't rule that out, and maybe Arsenal will go back for him in the summer, maybe, because if we win the league this season, and if Arsenal somehow try and get it over the line and prove to me, then I think we will go for someone like Tonali, and it could be a replacement for Odegaard. It could be like literally Tonali could be that baller, and you can have Tonali, Rice, and Zubimendi, and you got Zubimendi and Rice in that position, and then you're going to have so much competition. But I feel like with the Moreno situation, it is a bit of a blow because he's actually turns up in sometimes in big games, and I think he's better up front when you have him sometimes against these big games, even when you're coming up against these tough places away from home. And I look at it and I just feel like the transfer window, yes, we spent a lot of money, as you just said before I just jumped on the panel, and we spent 250 million on a big squad. I just feel like it would have been nice if we got a cover. And people were saying this Rodrigo guy from Elche, not Rodrigo from Real Madrid, Rodrigo Mendoza or something like that, and Goretzka. Look, for me, these are not big signings, but we could have got a little bit of cover in the transfer window. And that's the thing. So I just look at it and I'm a little bit disappointed, but at the same time I'm okay with it. But Arsenal, we never. What's the point sending out Ethan Wanyerny on loan? And then people are moaning about Ethan Wanyerny to come back, and I'm like, you don't want to go and get Ethan Wanyerny to come back. And Arsenal, look, we made inquiries. What's that? A buzz or something like that? Like. What is it? An inquiry? Is that our new thing now for the January transfer window? We're interested. Like, why did we not go and get Goretzka? He doesn't get in the Bayern Munich team. He's a free agent in the summer. Like, it wouldn't have cost a lot. Probably about 20 million, right? I'm sure Arsenal's got 20 million in the bank. We wouldn't have to sell players.
Bro, of course they have. You know, you're your owners. Of course they got all that money.
course we have. All they care is about Champions League revenue
Yeah.
money, and this is the thing, Mister B, right? Because we've got T-Break, Fabio Vieira out on loan. We've got
Yeah.
Sinchenko, where Forest decided to get rid of him, and now Ajax have got him on loan now, right? And two younger players, someone called Osman Kamara and Louis Copley from Crawley and Blackburn. So from the academy, I don't know who them two are, but
Yeah.
and this Maldini Kikari, right, from Grimsby. I don't even know who that guy is. But however, right, I look at it, it's all good to send all these players out on loan and get minutes in the EFL and go to abroad and that. But where's our cover? Where's our cover from Mika Moreno?
Well, I
It's
was reading on there. They're saying you'd be all right without it, without that cover. Do you agree with that?
maybe I kind of agree with it. Maybe it all depends because yeah, it's a massive blow that we've lost someone like that because in games this season, you think about the Chelsea game in the league when we drew 1-1, not the one when we beat them in the cup at Stamford Bridge, the one when we drew in the league in November. Moreno scored us an equaliser and we could have lost that game. Moreno, even last season, going into last year, this sort of time last year, we were playing Leicester away, and our up front three was Moreno, Trossard, and Sterling. And now, of course, I'm looking at that. People were saying Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Like, he's training with us. He's been training with us since the Christmas, yeah?
I
Or
didn't
even
know he
before
went.
Christmas.
I thought
He's trying to... Yeah.
He's gone somewhere. I didn't know where. But
No, he's trying to find a club. He's training with us. No one doesn't want to buy him. And people are
yeah.
saying bring the Ox as cover. No, the guy's
got
old, bro.
mine,
He's
isn't
32 years old. He looked older than that,
Yeah.
right? He's the same
Yeah.
age as me. And this is the thing. He's 32. It's the same age as me. And this is the thing. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, right? Why would you want to bring someone like that? The guy's in EFL, should be in the EFL by now.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know what had happened to him. I know he was linked with us at one point, and I thought, I hope we don't get him because I just think he's like another reject from Arsenal. No, don't want that, you know.
Nah,
the guy's finished, you know.
the guy's finished.
So, you know, I hope that don't happen. But
He's been playing with us since 2011.
yeah. But when you think about it, though, Luca, you got a hell of a big squad now. You have got lots of Eze, Medwaki, and Jokeres and everything now.
We have, but
is there to say
we have, and it would have been nice to bring that one cover signing just to give a bit of confidence going into the window. It's like, what's the point having a January transfer window for clubs like Arsenal?
Yeah,
like I just don't get it. It's just
that
I
squad.
just think it's a joke.
It should be a Premier winning squad with that. What you got there, shouldn't it? Let's be honest.
Well, it is, of course, because the squad what we've got now, there shouldn't be excuses.
No.
Like, the problem is, there shouldn't be excuses with this squad. Like, Mikel Arteta, for me, we should win the league this season. Yeah, we might not be playing at our best, but Leeds United, I was surprised that we battered them 4-0, right?
Yeah, I was.
I thought, and people are now starting to, like, people like Jamie Redknapp are saying that's the game to win the league. No. The game to win the league is beating Man City at the Etihad. That's the game to win the league. It's not Leeds United. People think, and even Jeff Stelling is saying it now on TalkSport this morning, on Monday morning, saying 6 points is already done. 6 points is not a lot. When are people going to raise the standards and realise, and all these pundits are doing it all for clickbaits, yeah, like the Tonale deal, right, which was 100% clickbait, all these journalists. When are people going to raise the standards and realise that 6 points is not a lot? We've been in this position before. I remember match day 31 in 2022-2023. We were 8 points clear of Man City, and then we bottled it. We completely bottled it. We drew to like West Ham, Liverpool, Southampton, and lost to Man City 4-1. De Bruyne destroyed us, and Rob Holding got us the consolation goal. We had no Partey in that. We had no Saliba. We had no Tierney. Right, our squad was injured. We had no Tomiyasu. And this is the thing, like, if Liverpool do go and beat Man City, of course we've got a cup game to focus on tomorrow, and then we'll worry about that, right?
Yeah.
We've got another 90 minutes game to finish Chelsea and then go to Wembley and play Man City, yeah, right? The thing is, if we beat Sunderland and Liverpool beat Man City, we're 9 points clear. Then people think it's already done.
Yeah.
Do you think it's done if that happens, if we go 9 points clear?
There's a good chance it's done, but you still got to think about, could you still slip up anywhere? And
We've still got to go to the Etihad.
Yeah.
So we can afford to maybe get a draw or something.
Still bananas, because you got Chelsea, Sunderland ain't going to be easy.
Got you boys coming up. I'm
Yeah.
not confident going against Brentford away.
No, well, to be honest, man, I didn't think we were going to beat Villa. I thought we had no fucking chance against Villa. I thought that was it, man. I thought we were done. But we beat them with 10 men. Who'd have thought? Got 1-0. That's 4 times we beat them this season, Villa.
Yeah, about
Who'd
that.
have
Yeah.
thought that? I really
Who would have
didn't
thought that?
No, man. But it's great for us. We're still 7th. We're still up there. So whether we stay up there is another thing. But I'm loving it at the moment, the way it's going. But there's still a long way to go, and you never know. But I think we're definitely not relegation strugglers, that's for sure. So
no, of course not, because the thing is that you guys have been very, very good this season. I know you probably had a bit of a blip recently, but however, you're still in a good position.
Yeah.
You're still 7th. You can get Conference League football, and Brentford fans would 100% take that. For a stadium like what you've got, you're going to play. Okay, you're going to play these weird farmer teams, but it's a test.
Yeah.
But it's a test for Brentford, right? West Ham won the Conference League. Look where West Ham are now. West Ham are battling for relegation. They're probably going to stay up, right? But however, because they got that win against Sunderland, should have got something against Chelsea, but they blew it away completely. And West Ham probably will stay up because they'll use that Sunderland result thinking, okay, that was at home, but away from home, we're not great. Either way, they're not great. But I look at Brentford this season, the way you're playing at the moment, I think you can get Conference League if it's about the consistency. You've got to get some sort of European formality. I think for me, if I was a Brentford fan and if I was on your side, I'd be very disappointed if Brentford don't make Conference League. With the position what they've got, with Thiago scoring goals. Okay, Thiago didn't score yesterday. I didn't think he didn't have his greatest game.
He didn't. Well, he certainly didn't. But I mean, I was pleasantly surprised. I mean, obviously we had Kevin Sharder sent off, so we're missing him for 3 games now.
Yeah.
That's the problem. But I mean, he was stupid, man. He did stamp him in the nads, basically, really. Cash, and I think I don't like that Cash, right? He's a fucking prick, mate. He's an arsehole.
Yeah.
He always has been. But to be honest, it was a foul. It was a terrible tackle, and he had to go. So, but then again, I mean, Ratara turned up once again with another good goal, and we missed him, I think, being in the AFCON. So I'm glad he's back. It gives us a bit extra up front, definitely. So yeah, I think it's looking fairly promising. I think 5th was we shouldn't have been 5th. We're not a 5th place team, let's be honest. We're not Champions League. We'll take conference any day, really. But we need a bigger squad. That's the problem. We got to get a bigger squad if we get that. And we'll see, man. Anyway, but I'm just happy to stay in the Premier, mate. That's all I want. We're still in the Premier, so that's all good, But
yeah, I think for me, it's very good for you guys to be in the Premier League. This is your best season you've had this season for Brentford because you sitting in 7th place. Are you confident that you're going to get Conference League?
Kind of, Luca. Kind of. I mean, I think it is possible for us this season. But if we don't, we don't. I mean, there's not a lot we can do, but I'm just happy where we are because, everyone thought we were going to be down near the bottom, didn't they, really? Let's put it that way. So, you people know you are. The fucking, we know you are saying all that. Especially you, Bournemouth. Yeah, sorry, I'm going to call you out, Bournemouth fans, saying we're going to get relegated. So, yeah. But no, I mean... I mean, it's like them up the cherries, lads.
But Brentford are having a better season than Bournemouth because Bournemouth are struggling without Semenyo, and we still got to play you and Bournemouth. So,
but they still come back, don't they, Bournemouth? They're coming back now, getting good results and going back up.
They've got some good players. They've got players like since Sai, whatever his name is.
Yeah,
I think Alex Scott or something like that. His name is or something like that. They've got some very good players, and Bournemouth's recruitment's actually quite decent. So,
oh yeah, Clivert's son, he's still there.
Clivert's a quality player.
Yeah, they've got some very good players still, so I can't rule them out.
No.
Well, what do you make of Villa? Do you think they're out of that title race now? Would you say?
Yeah, they were never in it. I thought they were at the time because of that Man United defeat. But I thought if they would have beaten Brentford, it still would have been a 3-horse race. 7 points behind. I'm guessing maybe it's still a bit of a long way to go, but I don't think they're not in it. I think it's between us and Man City now. Tammy Abraham's a decent signing. Had an offside goal. Yes, there was definitely 100% offside.
It was out of play, Luca.
It was out of play. The player fell on the floor. The player fell on the floor. One of the players fell on the floor yesterday.
Yeah, it went out of play. Took it all the way back to that. And I'm surprised it went back that far. But
and hence why they gave.
It was good for us. So
it was good. 10 minutes of added time. When it was 10 minutes of added time, I thought, "Oh Jesus, Brentford are going to bottle it now." And then literally they managed to defend. I thought your best defender for me, you might disagree with me on this, was Hickey.
Yeah, when he came on, but
he came on. I actually was very impressed with him. Right. He does a little good job sometimes. I remember Arsenal wanted him at one stage, right? And yeah. But the thing, he has relations with Kieran Tierney, so it's all good. So, but the thing is, I look at him, for example. I thought Brentford done very well, but Villa's transfer policy has been quite decent. Douglas Luiz was a bit of a strange one coming back. I was quite surprised about that. I'm guessing because they needed a bit of cover because Tillemans is injured. Jacob Ramsey's at Newcastle. Big blow for Ollie Watkins, so Villa and McGinn as well. So Villa were, I'm guessing Villa struggled yesterday. Is Tammy Abraham the answer for Villa if they want to challenge for the league? No, I don't. But don't get me wrong, I think he's done well in Europe in the Serie A. But I just feel like with Tammy Abraham, he's good. He's a good squad depth, and he was at the club in 2018, so quite nearly 10 years now, 8 years. So he's getting to that age now. He's still young, but he's getting on to that age now where it's getting to that experience is coming into him. But the other players as well, Leon Bailey was recalled as well. I thought he had a decent game yesterday.
He's a good player. I'd rate him, but I don't know much about Addison, and I don't know much about Brian.
I don't know who the other two are. Metz, that's the French team. Grêmio, that's the Brazilian club. I don't know who they are. So, but I thought Louise was actually quite surprising. The outgoings, of course, I don't really know who they are. I've heard of that Don Mullen as well. I think he plays for us. I was a bit surprised. I was very surprised that Villa got rid of him. I thought they were going to struggle. I think they should have kept him and given him a bit of game time. Guess and I've heard of that. He's gone to Palace on loan. But the others, I don't know who they are.
No, not really. So yeah, I think they'll probably be pretty much in Europe again. They'll be probably Champions League, possibly Villa. Do you reckon this season?
It all depends what Liverpool do, because Liverpool have won a couple of games, but that's what they do. It's just about them lot keeping the consistency. Don't get me wrong, Unai Emery's done really well for Villa, but I got to agree what Jamie Carragher says, because obviously I'm not a fan of Jamie Carragher, but however, I'm a Gary Neville supporter over Jamie Carragher. But however, I just feel like I do think they will get top four. I do, but I think they're gonna. I think it all depends. Man United, I don't think they'll get top four. People are now starting to feel like United will get top four. I don't think they will, but you can't rule them out. Chelsea, I don't think Chelsea will. I don't think they're not consistent enough. I think it's between Liverpool and Villa. We'll get top four. I think Villa will get fourth and Liverpool get third. I think Liverpool can still get third if they keep it consistent, or maybe Villa will get third. It's very hard.
The thing is, as you say, Liverpool ain't had the best of the seasons. They hit and miss really this season, and I mean, even we beat them, so it says it all really. And it's they've been pretty bad most of the time, but they're getting results together now and doing well in Europe again. So, as you say, they'll be there or thereabouts, I would think, in that
Pretty
top 3,
much.
4. So, and they obviously we've only made one transfer in, and that's KF Euro from Club Brugge, 8.7 million.
Any good?
But he looks decent. Luca. Another youngster. Could be another gem, He's about 6'3" or something, 18 years old. He looks actually really good. I'm sure Thiago had a hand in that, getting in. He was at Club Brugge, of course, as well. So
You got Frank Onyeka. He's been around for a little while. Gone back to
he's
Coventry.
gone to Coventry, on loan.
Yeah.
So he's decent.
How is Magoma?
Who's that?
How is Magoma?
Oh, Paris Magoma. Yeah. He went. I think was he in Scotland for a while. I don't know. Might have been. But he's good. He's gone to Norwich. A lot of these have gone off on loan mainly, though.
It's an
we
EFL
always
club.
seem to do
I don't
this.
know. I don't know who they are.
I think we're loaning Ben Arthur to Celtic. I think that could be happening soon in this as well.
Yeah.
Because Scotland go to 11, don't they? So
They
that
do.
could still happen. Obviously, Brighton, what do you make of them? Pascal Gross, he was another good
Pascal
player.
Gross is a decent signing, full of German experience in the squad. Whoever's a Germany supporter out there, obviously you give Brighton supporters some great hope and great positive.
Very good player.
Apart from the others, Fickers, I've heard of that. He's gone to Barnsley on loan as a recall. It's a decent sign.
Come back.
They
got a lot out. They put a lot out there on loan.
That Bonanate, he played for Leicester. I swear he played.
Yeah.
And then he got recalled from Leeds. Yeah. I don't really know anyone else, to be honest.
But they're going to be probably around the European spots, maybe.
Pretty much.
As usual. They're not a bad team, though, Brighton. I like them.
They're not bad. They're not as good as they were in previous seasons, but they're not a bad side.
Not too bad. Burnley, they're playing tonight, of course, against Sunderland.
Yes, of course. James Ward-Prowse. Experience.
Yeah, he's good, decent player. Very good with the set pieces. So
yeah.
Might help Burnley stay up, possibly. But I doubt it. But you never know.
The others I've never heard of.
No. I've heard of Michael Obafemi. I've heard of him.
Never heard of him.
Blackpool. Chelsea.
Well, oh my God. Who are these players?
Got Mamadou Sarr back on.
Volendam. Who's that? Volendam. Who's that?
Where?
From Keanu Dyer. Volendam. Who the hell's that?
Volendam team, yeah.
That Holland or something? Volendam.
Yeah. I think that's Holland, yeah.
For Wednesday, Watford and Strasbourg from France.
They got a few. Well, look, old Raheem Sterling.
Did he find a club?
I think he's released, mate, as far as I know.
He's still a free agent. Jesus.
Yeah, you're not going to get him back again, are you?
No, we don't need him.
He didn't do that well, did he? Let's be honest there. I think we lost. What's that? Rich.
What does that mean? Like transfers?
Oh, yeah, you think they lost out in the transfers, I suppose. But
United didn't bring anyone in.
I thought they'd done all right with getting Cunha up. Yeah, was that all before this window?
This was in the summer transfer window, and they bought Cunha and Brian Mbemba and them. I feel like Man United should have brought a midfielder in. I feel like the Ruben Neves actually wouldn't have done a bad job until the end of the season. They were looking at people like. I was watching Rich's stream before I jumped on the way back. I was in the chat on and off, right? And I felt like Man United should have maybe sold or loaned people like Agate. Those are the type of people I look at Man United they should have actually got rid of, because it would have bring in an opportunity to bring a midfielder. Ruben Neves, for me, wouldn't have been a bad signing until the end of the season. Not the answer for the long term because of his age and I don't know. Is the Saudi league still open? Can you buy players from Saudi if other division?
I think you can, bro. Yeah, I think.
Well, why don't United not go for him now?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, it's, they've got a lot of money still. Surely they could do that. They could bring him in, but I didn't realise Fulham got Oscar Bob. I didn't
Yeah,
realise
Oscar
that.
Bob was done 27 million. That's a good signing for Fulham.
It is. He's a good player. I rated him.
He is.
Traore, the
Yeah,
big lad,
Adama Traore.
West Ham.
Yeah, I think he's past it a bit.
Yeah, I think they seem to be making a few now, West Ham. Do you think they're going to stay up now? It looks
Yeah,
like.
well, I think they'll stay up.
What's that? Luca, have you really given up on YouTube?
Yeah, I have, mate. I've put all my YouTube videos on private, bro. I know people think I've deleted all my videos. I have not, right? There's one video on the channel, right? That was a YouTube short when MK drew to Grimsby, right? I made a video on that on Saturday. If anyone saw the notification on that. I've given up for it for now. Yeah. The videos are not deleted, they're not terminated. It's just on private. So only me I can see it.
Yeah.
And the only way I can get it back on public if I go on YouTube Studio and put all the videos on public. But have I given up? Have I given up?
Doing vlogs and all
For
that.
now, yeah. But when I feel ready to come back, there is a potential chance I might come back. But we'll see what happens in the future. Never say never, as people say.
Yeah, you're doing a good channel there, mate. You should keep
I
it
was,
going.
man.
You're getting loads of subs, man. It's fucking great channel.
Yeah, I had so much comments today saying, "Why did you give up?"
Don't worry about those negative people, those arseholes that giving you a load
Yeah,
of
I
shit,
know.
mate. Don't
I
worry
know,
about them,
man.
bro.
I know, man.
Just ignore them, man.
I
They're
will.
not worth it.
Exactly.
And yeah, you can come on, Rich. Definitely 5 minutes. Yeah, put the link there, bro, and you can come
Yes,
on.
Rich.
Yeah, come on, Rich. Let's hear what you've got to say about United. What you think? Yeah. So Leeds, as you say, got that Buonanotte in. Yeah, a couple of outgoings. Liverpool, James McConnell, Owen Beck. What's that? Moore, Tanner, and Jai. Don't know. Ain't got a clue who they are. Strange. As you said in the live chat there, Luca,
Man City have won the transfer window because I thought yesterday when they played Tottenham, I thought Mark Gay was their best player. I know Mark Gay made a mistake on the first goal from Solanke, but I just feel like Man City, for me, Mark Gay, what he does, he makes that difference.
Oh,
He's
definitely.
like when Liverpool first signed Virgil van Dijk, made that experience. I feel like it's hard. Look, Mark Gay might help Man City win the league. A lot of people said that we're going to win the league and all that. And obviously, it's very difficult to say who's going to win the league between us and Man City. But obviously, we're the favourites. But Mark Gay really makes that difference. And I think Man City have brought two massive signs. Look, Semenyo and Mark Gay, we already know these are two good players. I feel like Liverpool fans were very frustrated that Liverpool did not go in for Mark Gay. And they needed to defend him, buying and spending like £70 million. Did they get that French guy in the end, Liverpool?
He was older Xhaka. Is it
Yeah.
Xhaka?
Yeah.
I think no, they're doing it in the summer, bro. It's happening.
They're doing it in the summer. So Liverpool failed to buy him.
Yeah, they're just doing the medical and stuff, just getting that through, and then they're going to buy him in the summer, apparently.
Wow, spending a lot of money on him. Liverpool need a proper centre half. They need someone like to replace Virgil van Dijk. He's getting old. They need to go over for someone like Bastoni from Inter Milan. They should have got Mark Gay, but they didn't.
It's a surprise. I think that really upgrades their defence, Man City, with Gay.
So do I. Especially even John Stones is leaving at the end of the season.
Yeah, well, that's a great replacement, isn't it? And then, as you say, Semenyo is already doing the business. He's only been there 5 minutes and he's scoring goals and doing things there. So, you still watch out for them, Luca. If you do slip up, then they could be there, mate. They could get you.
I'm not ruling out Man City. People think that it's done already, mate, and it's only 6 points. It's nothing. It's nothing.
It is nothing. So
we just got to keep doing our thing and just keep winning and finding results.
Yeah, man. But anyway, Rich is here, so I'll bring him on.
Be up to you, Rich. Hope you're well, my friend.
Yes, Rich.
Yeah, good. I'm good. I would agree with Mr. B and say, Luca, if you stop because people are just being dicks, just ignore them. Because
Yeah, I will.
I used to get like sometimes people message me and leave video comments saying negative things, but they haven't got a channel, have they? You got a channel,
Yeah.
you enjoy
I
doing
have.
it.
All my
Keep
videos are
going.
on private, so my channel's not terminated. It's just all on private.
Yeah,
It's a
it's
big
up to you, isn't it?
upbeat
I think
thing,
it's, you're always going to get people like that. I'll
Yeah,
say regarding that Man United, I think with Ruben Neves, I believe he's extending his contract with Al Hilal, so I don't think it's a done. I don't think it's an option anyway. I think it's that he's going to stay with the club he's at. They want to renew his contract. They want to extend his contract. I think with United, it's just that for the first time in years, we're actually playing good football. We've got a good setup, and it just seems crazy we don't want to. I think we got a good first 11, but if we got a couple of injuries in most positions, we haven't got much depth. Like, when we played Arsenal, you guys had a good bench of experienced players to bring on. We didn't really have a lot. We had Sesko and we brought on Cunha, but that was about it. We don't have, like, Dorgu's injured now for about 10 weeks. We don't have a lot of cover. So it just seems a bit naive. Our players, like, we've just got, I think Collier's supposed to be going out on loan. We've loaned out, but we're just talking about academy players, really. Harry Mass got recalled, but he's injured. Like these players, I think we recalled Collier because he got injured, but these aren't first team players. Like where's the deal? Like we've done nothing. City have bought probably one of the best attacking players in the Premier League at the moment in Semenyo. Has been amazing, and the first game he scores, I think he scored about 3 goals for City already, and they get Mark Gahey, who £20 million, a bargain, like a bargain. I know he's on a big salary, but good deals and no brainers, like really good deals.
Yeah, and you say you ain't made any, Rich, in this window, so it's
United missed out on a midfielder.
It feels like City are trying to buy the title. I think we played City recently and we played Arsenal recently. Arsenal look a much better team at the moment. I think you look a more effective team. It was a really tough game against you guys, like a really tough game against City. It could have been 5-0. City would dread. Like we completely dominated City, but we played well against you guys, and it was a very tight game. But City haven't won for about 4 games, have they? Before they won, so they win no, they drew against Spurs, so they haven't won for 4 games. So how are they catching you guys? I know you haven't got much of a lead, but City just look a bit rubbish.
Well, who do you think's going to win the league, Rich?
Well, I don't think Arsenal are amazing, but I don't think there's a who beat them. That's what I think. I just don't see how City are going to win 10 games in a row. They're struggling a bit. They just seem to have so many issues. Like Semenyo is a quality player. I don't know. Like they conceded 2 goals against Spurs after winning. Like they're winning 2-0. They conceded 4 goals against Fulham when they're winning like 5-0, weren't they?
Yeah.
No, it's not what normally happens, is it, with City? Whereas Arsenal, they do get okay. You're maybe not the most exciting team to watch, but you don't concede loads of goals, do you? We had to score 2 good, like we actually 3 good goals to beat you guys.
Yeah, that was a real shock, wasn't it? United beating.
Yeah.
I was very surprised. But this is the thing, like I look at Man United, right? I thought they missed out on the midfielder in the transfer window. Man United really missed out on the midfielder, and I feel like you should have got Anderson. You should have got people like Ruben Neves wouldn't have been a bad option, Rich.
Yeah, but again, he was going to stay. He's not leaving his club, is he? I think it's one of those stories where he's linked to Premier League move, but it's a bit like one of those stories where he's probably just renegotiating a better contract at Al Hilal, so he's going to stay there. No, I think with United, there's probably cheap deals you could do, like Hayden Hackney, or you see when Crystal Palace can spend 50 million, you look at it and think, hang on a minute, United could spend if they wanted to. I think maybe the most likely deal would be like someone like Belieber, who probably will be a summer move, but I don't know. It's the frustrating thing is I think our first team's fine, and if no one gets injured, it's absolutely fine. But if we've got a couple of injuries, our squad's pretty limited, and I'm assuming we're going to get if we're going to get European football next season, we're going to need like a bit more depth anyway to play 2 games a week. It's crazy. Spurs have done a few deals, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. Yeah. What would you make of Conor Gallagher coming in?
He was linked to us, and to be honest, I think it's not a bad price. I don't think it's an exciting signing, but I think it's one where he'd probably be a more effective player than Nagate. And if we had, if Casemiro plays 70 minutes and Gallagher comes off the bench, you'd think that's fine. He's a good player. But I guess with United, they're taking this risky strategy where instead of signing players that are decent, they want to sign players that are just the best. So they want to. It's a gamble, but no. Like we got you. When we were talking about Mbeumo last season, I was saying he's the best signing we've made for years. So good. I couldn't understand. A couple of people didn't rate him. He was for me a no-brainer. I watched Brentford play last season, and when you used to press teams, he was like so important. And for me, he's such a good player off the ball as well. That
well, him and
Visser,
him and Visser were amazing. But yeah,
your team though, Mr. B, I don't know what you did in January, but your team, like, you're finding like results and wins, and you're overperforming. I think you're probably your manager should be like manager of the year. Like you sell your best players, and his response has been like, you go to Villa Park with 10 men and beat them. Unbelievable.
Well, I couldn't believe it, Rich. I mean, I had us to lose 3-1 in that one, I think. So I was so surprised, man. That we'd do that, but. I'm pleasantly surprised because we lost 2-0 to those games before. We lost to Forest and who was the other team we lost 2-0? Trying to think who we lost before that. Chelsea. So, yeah, but, we got Newcastle next. So that's fairly tough, but I think we can do that possibly. I think we can possibly go there and get something, maybe. But then we got Arsenal after that. So...
tough one. How do you feel, Luke, about Arsenal? Like, I wouldn't write off City, but I think you got to be favourites, haven't you? Like,
well, for me, we're favourites, but obviously there's something about me and just something about look. Of course, I should back my team and we should go on and win the league, but I just feel like it's this bottle thing, isn't it? Like it's a weird season. Like people say, like.
Really, is there? Like there's no standout team. Like Liverpool don't get anything going. Chelsea are inconsistent. Man City look a bit rubbish.
Man United are 12 points behind Arsenal, and people think United are going to make a secret title challenge with 14 games to go.
Unlikely. You'd have to really bottle it to let. We were about 15 points, but you'd have to really bottle it for Man United to beat you, wouldn't you?
Yeah, of course, but I just feel like with Arsenal, we have to get it over the line. You know what I mean? Arteta's got to prove to me, he's got to prove to the fans that we can get it over the line. And look, we have the best squad in the league. Okay. Moreno's injury, as I said to Mr. B, look, I do think that's a bit of a blow because I know Mika Moreno might not be the greatest player, but of course he can do a job in important games. And I just look at.
Goals for you as well.
Yeah, he even scored the equaliser against Man United before Cunha got the winner. And that's why I just look at Arsenal. We've got to keep the consistency going. Do I think we'll do it? I don't know. I don't know.
You're losing many games though. You've got a really good defence, so you're not necessarily winning games, but you don't lose.
But we conceded 3. We conceded 3 against Man United. When's the last time we conceded 3?
But to be honest, though, Dorgu's shot was very good. Like that's a worldie.
Now he's injured, and now he's injured.
Quality. That was a really good shot.
Yeah, you have a habit of winning 3-2 there, Rich, didn't you? Done against Fulham as well.
I don't mind it. It's better than losing 1-0 last season.
It's always interesting your games, entertaining, isn't it? Loads of goals. So,
but Rich, do you honestly think
head coach now?
Sorry.
Ruben Amorim was rubbish, wasn't he? Let's be honest.
Yeah, he wasn't that good, Ruben Amorim. He wasn't that good, Ruben Amorim.
But Carrick is doing something there, isn't he? Let's be honest. I mean, he was there before.
A lot of people don't realise how Michael Carrick's put a good team together. Like that guy Holland that was assistant to Southgate.
Oh,
got a lot of experience there.
Steve Holland.
Yeah, he's pretty knowledgeable. I think he's good tactically. So in terms of like the people behind Carrick, he's got some good people there. Whereas Ruben Amorim had some quite young coaches that weren't very experienced, and they were just out of their depth. So unfortunately, we got we wasted a lot of the season. Ruben Amorim in 47 games, his best run is 3 wins in a row, and Michael Carrick's done that in 3 games. So actually crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, so obviously Jordan's there saying about you need you for the preview.
I never see Jordan. Jordan, you have to like to message me or like get into some live stream so I can see you because I did. Mel messaged me and said, "Do I want to do a stream?" And I said, "Okay," but she never got back to me. So I am available sometimes.
Yeah, you know
Yeah,
Jordan. He's a member of your channel, I think, as well. So
yeah.
sure.
I haven't seen Jordan for ages though. In the live chat for a long time.
Yeah.
We could do the double over Liverpool, couldn't we?
Yeah, that'd be good, wouldn't it? I bet you'd love that. You'd love to do that. So where do you think you'll actually finish this season, Rich? Do you think you'll get fourth or something, maybe? Or
So I thought at the start of the season, my prediction was Europa League. I know we finished 15th, but I thought we got some quality signings in. So I thought Europa League. At the moment, it's difficult, isn't it? I'm looking at the league. Let me just have a look at the league table. The
It's
issue is
difficult.
that there's no one there that scares me at the moment. Like Aston Villa look a bit hit and miss. They bought Tammy Abraham in, but that's not really a scary signing, is it? That they had Ollie Watkins is injured. We're 1 point above Chelsea, 2 points above Liverpool. Brentford are 7th, but
yeah, I know. Oh, it's amazing, isn't it? Can we finish there though? That's the problem.
I get the feeling we're going to finish in like it's going to be so close, like to the top 6. I don't see Fulham and Everton like they're about 7 points behind. I don't see them catching up. Newcastle are poor.
United 6 points off second. Could United make a secret second place? Can you imagine if you get second?
I'd say at the moment I would take top 4, but I think it's going to be tight. It's going to be like between 3rd and 6th, isn't it? I think if we keep on playing like we're doing, like the last 3 games, if it's sustainable and we don't get injuries, I think we can get top 4. Like it seemed achievable. We're scoring a lot of goals. Actually, if you look at it, we're the 3rd highest goal scoring team at the moment, and we've only scored 2 less than you guys. If we can sort out our defense a bit, who knows? But at least I'm enjoying the football though. That's the main thing. I'm watching games and they're actually fun. Whereas at the start
Who's
of the
winning
season,
the title this season? Who's winning the title this season?
if you look at the league table on the screen, look how many games City have gone. Like how many wins they get, and they got 1 in the last 6. Like how are they pressurizing you guys? Like you guys have won 1 in the last 4, and actually haven't lost any ground. It's crazy, isn't it? No one's winning apart from us and Chelsea.
Yeah.
No.
It's been a bit of a mad Premier League this season, isn't it? It's been a bit strange, really.
One thing I could see, could you see Aston Villa dropping out of the top 4 and Manchester United and Chelsea actually catching them? Because I could see that happening.
Possibly.
It could happen, yeah.
But Emery did that. Emery did that one stage in his first season and bottled top 4.
They deserve something, Villa. They deserve probably Europe or something. I think they've been great again this season, really. When you see they were down in the bottom, weren't they?
But this is the thing. Villa, people hype up Aston Villa. They did this a couple of seasons ago, right? And then they get found out again.
Yeah, they don't score loads of goals, do they, Aston Villa?
The squad depth's not great without getting injury players. Like yesterday, they really struggled with people like Watkins, Tielemans, McGinn.
Yeah, they got European football as well, which can be a distraction. So it's tricky, isn't it? I think they got a good manager, but the squad, if you look at Aston Villa's squad, they got some really good players. But they kind of rely a bit on Rodgers and Watkins. With Watkins injured, then I mean Rodgers can't do it every single game. I don't know. I think it's a difficult one for Villa. I think we've got more attacking quality than Villa at the moment.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I agree with that. Yeah, definitely agree. So you probably could say you could get at least 3rd. United.
I reckon that honestly, it could be Arsenal, City, United, Chelsea, or Liverpool as the top 4. I don't know about Chelsea. I think Liverpool will get it together at some point, and they've got a better squad than Chelsea. So I think Chelsea could finish 5th. but that might be they're all in the Champions League. That's actually some strong teams in the Champions League, isn't it? If you had Manchester United,
Yeah.
Liverpool, Chelsea, City, Arsenal, but even Spurs are doing well in the Champions League, and I can't even see them on the table. They've like dropped off the cliff, haven't they?
Yeah, 14th. Yeah. That's not great, is it? But, as you say, they're doing well in Europe. So, you never know.
Yeah,
I mean, is it 5 teams got through, isn't it? Yeah, 5 English teams
yeah.
got through,
How do you
didn't
feel about Thomas
they?
Frank? Like his,
Uh,
we play Spurs next week, actually.
yeah. Well, I think he's found it hard at Spurs. It's always going to be tougher going to a bigger club, let's be honest. But I think he might put it around, I think he needs a bit more time. They've got to keep giving him time. I think he's a good enough manager. He was great for us. I always loved him here at the Bees, and I thought, he got us to the Premier. What more can you ask for? And I think he'd do something with Spurs. I really do. They may win something under him, I really do think that. But yeah,
I think he's done. I think he's got to ride out the storm. That's what I'm thinking. I think with Thomas Frank, he's got to ride out this bad era, because I've watched a couple of Spurs games, and sometimes it feels like, when you saw, who was it? Was it Romero scored and Van der Ven scored, and they just concede late goals and they throw away points, and it just felt like with Spurs that there's a lot of what's the best way of putting it? A lot of impatience from the fans, and with Thomas Frank, you get the feeling that he might be able to do something with time. Like we know he's been like a great manager for you guys, but he did have more time. And you just think that if he rode out this one, then maybe you could see improvements. But it's difficult. I think people expect massive. Again, I don't want to sound like hypocritical, because Ruben Amorim, a lot of people said they should give him more time. But I think with United, if you spend 14 months and you get 14 wins, that clearly there's something not right. I think with Thomas Frank, you've got to see, like, Spurs were quite poor last season. They've got Champions League football as well, which is you've got to factor that in. They've actually done quite well in that competition. So maybe you feel like he's got to get some results. The 2-2 against City, if they'd lost that game 4-0 and then we'd batter them on the weekend, that it might be very difficult, because they're only 3 points above Forest, aren't they? So they're not really in a relegation fight because they're 9 clear of West Ham, but it looks bad.
When you think, well, they were 17th, weren't they, last season?
Yeah.
Well,
I was going to say, big up to Bilal in the chat as well. Big up to you, Bilal.
Big up to you, I'm Titanian. Yeah. And so what do you make of this down there, lads? What do you make of the relegation now? Do you think West Ham could get out of that now with their signings they're doing? Do you think that could possibly get themselves out? Or
who did they lose to on the weekend? So I know they won at
lost 3-2, didn't they?
Yeah. Chelsea. To Chelsea.
I think West Ham are actually, they're a team that if they'd sacked their manager months earlier, maybe they wouldn't be in this situation, because they look a lot better the last few games. When you lose narrowly to Chelsea, but you win at Spurs, they had another win as well. I can't remember who it was against. But I think they've got a game against Burnley quite soon. I'm looking at the league table thinking, with Nottingham Forest have accumulated a decent amount of points in the last 4 games. And I just keep looking at the league table thinking, I expected Forest to get out of trouble, because I think their manager, that they shouldn't be down as low as they've got with those players. But I think honestly that Leeds and Crystal Palace, they probably need to start picking up points, because I think Wolves and West Ham could both, like, you see that they both won 2 of the last 4 games. No one above them, like Spurs not winning, Crystal Palace not winning, Leeds don't look so good.
No.
Yeah, I think is there anyone watching Sunderland Burnley? I hate watching Burnley. For me, I don't really have anything negative to say about a lot of the teams. Like West Ham play entertaining football. Forest, I don't mind Forest as a team. Leeds, I kind of like with Leeds. This is weird, because Leeds are our rivals. I like beating Leeds. So if Leeds get relegated, fine. If they stay in the league, at least we've got an opportunity to beat them, which is good. But Burnley just played dreadful football. So I'm happy if Burnley get relegated.
Yeah, well, somebody has to. I mean, Wolves are definitely gone, let's be honest, even though they picked up recently. But they're still going, aren't they? There's no chance for them.
They just sold their best player, haven't they? Strand Larsen for 50 million.
Yeah, to Paddocks, didn't they? So
did they buy anybody? Like, did Wolves spend them any money?
I think they bought somebody. I'm just trying to think who it was, but I think it weren't anyone famous, special, or whatever. But yeah, I can't see him staying up at all. There's no chance, is there? So it's out of those others, isn't it? Burnley, Leeds, West Ham, Forest, I
I
suppose.
think Burnley are gone. I don't see Burnley haven't got anywhere near the quality of West Ham. West Ham have got Bowen, haven't they? I thought Paqueta was good, but he got sold, so
Yeah, he's
I
gone.
think they replaced him. But Bowen's like one of the best informed players. To be honest, like Bowen's too good for West Ham. They're lucky they got someone with that ability in their squad, which I think is the reason why they might stay up. Looking at that though, you can see why Crystal Palace needed to buy somebody because they
Yeah,
were dropping like a stone. I
exactly.
thought a week ago, I was thinking Crystal Palace could be in a relegation fight based on having no players left. Like Mateta
He's
would have
not
been
going
sold,
now, is he? He's not
but
going. No.
is he injured? He failed the medical, so I
Yeah,
presume
he was going
he's
to
not
go to
good.
the AC Milan, wasn't he? And it fell through. So with the medical, so he's still there. So they got Strand Larson and him now.
Who do you think goes down then? Because my guess would be Wolves and Burnley, and then out of that,
Mm,
I don't know. I think
For
Leeds,
me, I'd probably have to say West Ham.
West
mm.
Ham.
I think West Ham to get out of it now. You know, I really do. I think it's Leeds or Forest. Even you can even say Spurs, Palace are still down there. So you can't rule them out at the moment either. But surely they'd put runs together at some stage.
Tottenham will stay
Yeah.
up this season. They'll have
Yeah,
players coming back.
I'd like to see West Ham win a couple of games just to make it really tight, so every team's win a couple of points. See the Leeds fans put pressure on them. I wouldn't. I would be happy to see Leeds get relegated. That'd be quite funny. The fan base is not my favourite.
I'm sure Dyche would like. No, sorry, Nuno would like to put Forest down, wouldn't he? Wouldn't he? So after what happened there with their chairman and everything, getting rid of him. So I'd like to. I'm sure he'd love to dump them down. But I think Dyche always gets teams out of it, doesn't he? Whatever team he's been with, pretty much, he's got them out. So yeah, I possibly Leeds. You know, I don't know. It's a hard one to call at the moment on that. So
It's kind of weird, isn't it? That if you look at it, they've all actually won games recently, whereas the teams above them, Crystal Palace, Spurs, no, they're in bad form. But you'd expect like Spurs have got the points on the board. They won't be in it surely.
yeah, Bournemouth were dropping as well, but they picked up again. So Brighton should be fine. But yeah, I think it's between probably Leeds, Forest, and West Ham. I suppose you could say really.
Palace won't get dragged into it because now Mateta's staying.
No, but they're in bad form though, aren't they, Alex? But
Well, yeah.
Yeah, Glasner's kind of like say he's leaving, isn't he? So I don't think the players are completely like.
But is Glasner going to go to Man United? Is Glasner going to Man United if Carrick doesn't get the full job?
Well, you'd rather have Carrick at the moment, wouldn't you? The way he's going. Surely you'd want Carrick.
I can't see if you're going to go for a different manager to Carrick. I can't see how Glasner is going to be like. If Michael Carrick just keeps winning, like Glasner insulted his owners last week and said they need to sign and that's the reason that Amarin got sacked. So can you imagine that? I don't think Glasner's got a chance. That's like
No.
I don't know who's going to be the option, but it's difficult to pick at the moment. What happens, like Luca? Like serious question. What happens if Arsenal don't get over the line this year? I know you're heavy favourites, but what happens if you don't? Because for me, if you don't win it this year, I'll be as a someone that I don't like Arsenal. I don't like City. I always just look at it and think, are you ever going to win it?
I think for me, he has to be sacked. Right? I said this before when I was doing videos at the time. I said he has to be sacked because for me, I know I haven't changed by saying that, but I just feel like Arteta, for me, if he doesn't win the league, if he wins the Carabao Cup and that's it, with a position with being the best team, I still think he needs to be sacked because you can't just accept having a Carabao Cup. Like if you don't win the league this season, with Liverpool going to be strong next season, Manchester City are still going to strengthen next
Liverpool
season.
bounce back. I've got another question for you. Which is the best player, do you reckon, or the best signing Sesko or Gyökeres, because they both had their issues, they both had their struggles. I think at the moment Sesko's got 4 goals in 5 games since we got rid of Amarin.
I'd probably have to
And
say Sesko, just about.
I think Arteta wanted Sesko, but
Well, he
Berta
did, but I just
wanted
feel like
Gyökeres.
people were saying that Gyökeres would have suited you lot, but I feel like they're both about the same, really. They don't score
Yeah.
as many goals. I think Ekatike's been the best signing.
Yeah, he's been good. I think that also Liverpool got the best squad. Liverpool won the title. Manchester United finished 15th. So I think it's always been difficult for Sesko.
Yeah.
I just wanted your take. I think at the moment they've been kind of like Benjamin Sesko hasn't played as many games. Gyökeres didn't look great against us. Like, he doesn't look particularly threatening. I don't know whether it's just that he needs to get used to it. The league's a lot more difficult than the Portuguese league. But no, at the time I thought that maybe because Ruben Amorim had Gyökeres under him at Portugal, I just thought that maybe Gyökeres would get what's required for Ruben Amorim. But again, with hindsight, it's probably a good option we didn't listen to Amorim regarding signings because he didn't last very long.
Yeah, but do you think with Michael Carrick, of course, you need someone experienced, that someone's going to come in. You need someone like Luis Enrique. You're Manchester United. You need to go for someone experienced. Like, United can't be going for even all these interim managers because it won't work. Ollie, it didn't work.
Yeah, I would say this though: Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Carrick are quite different people, and I think with Michael Carrick, he's got a very good team behind him. And just looking at the football, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer obviously was a different era, different players, but you get the feeling that watching Man United play now, all I can say is for me as a long-term fan, it's the most similar to watching United 20 years ago that I've seen under any manager since Ferguson. The football seems like similar in terms of how we press, how we fight, how our team's organised. So all I can say is that this is the best we've played for a long time, and it's only a few games. But again, all I'm saying is that if a manager comes in to United, Luis Enrique won't get the sort of resources he's got at Paris Saint. Like, he might not get a transfer window like today. So if Michael Carrick's actually getting results, then what's the point? What's the harm in giving him a short-term contract? Because if Ruben Amorim had got top four, he 100% he would have stayed as manager. If Carrick gets top four, I think he deserves it. That's what I'd say. I think he's on merit. I think he's proved he's good enough.
I think with me for Michael Carrick, and look, I 100% agree with you what you said, that Michael Carrick has people behind his staff and good coaching staff, where Ruben Amorim had like youth people, yeah, right. And I just feel like the difference with Michael Carrick, look, don't get me wrong, if he gets you top four, then of course he deserves the job for next season. But people been in this situation before. People talk about, oh, as Carrick might have the experience in playing Middlesbrough, right, in the championship. But I just look at that and I think he done a decent job there. But I understand Carrick knows the club and he played for Manchester United and he was a good footballer, yeah. But I just feel like maybe what if United get top four next season? Are United going to try and follow Arsenal steps?
Finished second for 4 years in a row.
Or even try and win the league? When are Man United going to be that team to try and challenge and win the league?
Well, I think if United finished fourth and then had a serious transfer window where they addressed the issues regarding centre midfield and got some of those players signed, if we had a transfer window where we got a couple of midfield players in and you looked at our squad and thought, actually, that's a good squad, I think we can then be in consideration. But we'd have to probably have, say, a transfer window can get you in the mix competing, because I don't think we're levels off at the moment. But you need a bit of luck. Like, you need I'm assuming that City are going to be better. I'm assuming that Liverpool are going to be better. But if we're in the mix where we are now, and at least we're competitive. Like, if we play against you guys, say years ago, where we lose like 5-0 to Liverpool or 7-0, or we lose 6-3 to City. If we're going to those games, if we lose narrowly like 1-0, 2-1, well, at least we're quite competitive. But I think that we haven't got the squad at the moment. So I would say at least like 18.
But are you improving as a club, or are you still going backwards?
Well, I think we're improving. I think what we had is we had a good transfer window, but we had a really bad manager. And now we've seen what the difference a good manager makes, that the players look better. So I think with Carrick, say we finish top four, give him an extension, then the expectations are going to be you've got to get at least top 4 or try and improve, because you got to make progress, haven't you? But if you take, say, like Luis Enrique, if we tried to get him, Real Madrid are looking for a manager, Man City are probably looking for a manager, then you might not get him anyway. So there might not be that many options out there. And if you're looking at like De Zerbi or Glasner or Areola, you may as well keep Carrick. Like, are those people going to do much better than, I don't know. Like, we're linked to Thomas Frank, and we're linked to all these different managers in the Premier League. Why not just keep Carrick and see how he does for a year? If he doesn't, because at the moment he's beaten Arsenal and City. I mean, it couldn't really have gone much better, could it? Like,
No.
I would say for me, make a decision in 5 games time. Give yourself some time to have a think, see what's out there. But if you won the next 3 or 4 games in a row, I think I don't see it being a terrible option for a short term. Like, don't give him like a 4-year deal, but give him like a short term extension and see how it goes.
Perhaps maybe an 18-month deal or something.
Yeah, why not? I mean, like, I think he would take that, and I think the like fans for me would say it's low risk, isn't it? What's the worst that can happen? Like, I've watched terrible football for 2 years. What's the worst that can happen?
yeah, it's going pretty well at the moment for you.
Do you feel, Mr. B, like when you recruited from within, you got the guy that was he the set piece coach?
Andrews, yeah.
You muted my friend.
Yeah. I never thought he'd be doing this well. I really didn't. When he came in,
Mr. B, you muted.
Shit,
I can hear Mr. B.
I thought we were down in the relegation. I thought we would be,
I can't hear him.
with him there. But he's proved me wrong, and I'm happy. I'm pleasantly surprised by what he's done. So we're never going to be right up the top there. We never.
Can you hear Mr. B?
Yeah, I can hear him.
Yeah,
I can't hear him. I can't hear him.
No, I was saying because you did exactly the same thing as us. You've recruited from within, or someone that you know, and if I was Brentford, why would I change the manager now? Brentford are doing really well. If you're 7th in the league, you've like won. You're one of the more informed teams.
Yeah,
done a great job.
A lot of people were saying go for a really good manager, experienced manager, and whatever. But who's to know he still would have done well with us? Even, he's got lower class, and I'm being shitty with my own club, but he's got lower class players to deal with. He hasn't got the, I don't know where Luke has gone, but anyway, but he hasn't got the big players like you lot or whatever, the other bigger teams to deal with, to play with. So, how would he? Who's to know whether a good manager, experienced manager, would have done this? What Andrews is doing? So you don't know.
I agree. That's exactly my point. It's like the best manager for Brentford is this guy at the moment. It seems to be this guy. The best manager for Manchester United, it might be Carrick. Like Luis Enrique might be the best manager for PSG, and Michael Carrick might not have done as well there. But then when you come to Manchester United, it's just a different club, and and for me, it's like when you've got something working well, it just seems crazy to change it unless there's a really good reason. Like if Michael Carrick has a wobble, the team starts playing badly, and we limp through and we get 6th, then we look at the market. But if things carry on like this, then what's the worst that could happen? I'm gonna have to jump off, Mr. B, and get some food.
No worries, man. That's great, Rich. Thanks for coming on. You're
always
welcome, mate. You're always welcome.
I saw a couple of questions, and I thought it's difficult to type the answers about Man United's questions.
No, mate, but congrats to you, mate. Hope you do well with your club and everything.
Big up, man.
Big up to you, Luca. But get involved in the chat, Luca. It's always good to see you. And
I will, man. I do come in. Rich, when are you going to do a call-in show, man, so I can jump on?
I don't know. Maybe I've been doing them on Sunday, but we started playing football on a Sunday, so I don't know. I'll let you know. And if you want to jump on to talk about, it'll be about United. But if you want to jump on, then you're welcome.
Yeah, that's fine, man. I'll come on, man. Thank you, man.
Yeah, cheers for coming on, Rich.
Thank you, Rich, man.
Take care.
Take it easy, guys. See you soon.
Thank you, man.
Cheers, Rich. Yeah, he's gone. Great bloke, Rich. Top bloke. Go and follow his channel. Great channel. Brilliant. RD United TV. Go and follow that. And this guy here, I should say. Follow his channel if you can. I know it's sort of private now, but You know, I'm sure you can still find you, Luca, can't they? Want to
Yeah,
shout out?
subscribe to the channel in case anyone does not know. No worries, Rich. Keep up the great work, man, run. Congratulations on 10K, man. But the thing is, yeah, obviously, I'm not doing YouTube at the moment, but obviously, people are saying, will I come back? You know me, never say never. Maybe we'll see what happens. But at the moment, obviously, I do miss it and all that stuff. But obviously, what's been going on and all that on
Yeah,
TikTok and all that stuff is I don't like it. But however, anyway, that's for nothing to worry about. But I'm not worried about that anymore. But no, but the thing is, obviously, this is where my channel is, of course, and people think that my videos are gone. They're not gone. They're all on private. If anyone like to know, I did post it and a YouTube short on Saturday night for the Grimsby result. I wasn't at the game, so of course, obviously, yeah, just subscribe to the channel. This is the channel. So Luca Talks Ball. Will I ever come back to YouTube? If Arsenal win the league this season, then I might do a live stream on the channel and I might go live and talk about that. But will I ever come back? Probably, but not for a long time. But we'll
yeah,
see. Obviously, this isn't a goodbye forever. But we'll see for now. We'll see what happens. But Mr. B, thanks for having me on, bro. Great show as
no worries,
always. Keep up
man.
the great work. Get this guy to 300 subscribers. It
Yeah,
can be done.
I did get another sub while I've been on live on there on
What
stream
are you
there.
on now? 202?
Well, 206 now, but
206, man.
it's creeping up, man. It's
Get this
creeping
guy
up.
to 210 subscribers by
Yeah,
tonight, man.
come on.
There's no excuses, mate.
Well,
You know what I'm
we've
saying?
got
I'm
to get
still saying the
250,
same words, man. I'm still saying the same words what I said on my channel
man.
before, right? When I was doing YouTube, mate. To be honest, get Mr. B to 300 subscribers by the end of the month.
Yeah, come on, guys. You can do it, you know. You can do that. You
Yes,
know,
Mr.
follow me
B.
there, down there. Instagram, Mr. B for Life 182. Subscribe to Mr. B, Highwood Football Chat. Smash those likes and sub if you're new. Come on, guys. Come on.
100%, bro.
And to this guy as well, I'll keep doing that. This way to Luca. Go and keep following this man. He's top class, mate. Top class.
Thank you, man.
And don't worry about them other people, man. Just ignore those
Yeah, just
idiots,
mate,
man.
they're just silly little kids, mate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Always do that, you know.
Thank you, bro, man. I
You're doing
appreciate
well,
that.
man. And you're always welcome on here, you know. You
No
know that,
worries, man. We'll have to do some shows on yours, man, at some point.
yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. Whenever you want, right?
Yep.
For sure. Anyway, I'm gonna call it a day.
I've got to
myself,
bounce, man. I've been called, man. So
Yeah, no worries. You
thanks
take
for
care,
having
bro.
me on, bro. All right.
No worries. I'll go and watch that boring football in a minute. Burnley and that.
Yeah, I'll probably go and watch Sunderland, Burnley, or Roma, or someone like that, whoever's playing. But yeah, watch any football on these days.
Yeah, man. No worries. Anyway,
Right,
cheers,
take care,
man.
Mr. B. Thank you, bro.
No worries, bro. Take care. And thanks to him and to other people, Rich, of course, that was on there as well, and everyone in the live chat. It's been a good stream. Been on since, what was it now, 5? No, sorry, 6, sorry. 5. It was 6 I came on. So, yeah, it's been pretty good. Fairly exciting. A few big deals happened. Not many, but it was all right. Generally, you get a better summer transfer window, obviously, but this was quite good. A few deals happened, so we move on and we carry on with the Premier, and we see what happens. I mean, I don't think we might finish in the top 10. We could get Europe, but you never know. It's still a long way to go. I think a lot of teams have made some great signings. Obviously, City have done probably the best deals with Semenyo and Gahey. Arsenal didn't make any in the end, but they all done their work in the summer. Got a big squad in, Eze, Medwaki and all that. Gyökeres, Zubamendi, so forth. So, and they're top of the league. They probably will win it, but playing boring shit football. But there you go. You never know. But anyway, guys, please keep checking my content out I'm gonna bounce. Gonna watch some boring, probably football, Sunderland and Burnley. But yeah, again, thanks to everyone, to Luca, to Rich, and everyone else in the live chat, as usual. And thanks to the people subbing, got my extra sub, another sub. So thank you. I think it's Chris Whiteman. Yep. Thanks for subbing. And thanks to everyone. And I'm going to bounce. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my evening. Anyway, cheers, guys. Thanks for now. Cheers, guys. Bye. Oh, by the way, before I go, the next one will probably be the preview for the Newcastle game. So check that one out. If there's any other streams, maybe I might do another one, but it'll definitely be the preview for Newcastle. So anyway, guys, thanks for now. I'm out of here. Cheers, everyone. Thanks. Bye.